So in my other video I mentioned a tutorial for how to put together this rotating table for wood burning. All the wood I used is pine. It's cheap, it's soft, so I pre-drill all my holes, make sure that I'm not tearing out with the screws or splitting it. The first piece I did was 9 by 18, and that's going to be the base. The second part is the top of the rotating table, which I did as 9 by 9. I'd like to apologize for my camera pulsating like it's in a DJ dance club. Don't know what the autofocus is doing. Again, sorry for that. These next pieces, they are going to be what the rails attached to, the glides, and I'll show you in a minute how I cut them to length. The glides that I'm using came off an old filing cabinet that I had sitting around. If you have to buy these, they'll probably be about $10. You can probably find old filing cabinets on Craigslist for way less than that you can dismantle. I cut these pieces to the length of the actual glides, so you can measure that out. Whatever size your glides are, you can cut them down to that point. The next part is the Lazy Susan. You can get these on Amazon for a couple bucks. If you have to go to Home Depot, I think they're $5 there. And then finally I've got the feet for the base. They're basically skid resistant furniture feet. They come in sets of 4 at Home Depot for about $3. The big ones I use on the bottom of the base, and the small ones I use on the top. So here we go, let's get these feet put on. Now with these glides, it's very important that you measure out and get them so they're perfectly parallel. You don't want them sliding at angles apart or together because they won't slide well. And the space you want them apart is going to be the exact width of the Lazy Susan, so that can be measured out beforehand as well. Now I'm going to put the bumpers on the top. This helps the wood burning from sliding all over. And now I do have these marked. I pre-drill the holes again. I mark arrows which way they need to be pointing because the glides and the holes need to line up. And you'll see in a minute when I'm putting this all together, I'm fidgeting around with the facing and the direction, which I would have had a heck of a time with if I hadn't put the arrows on there. So now we're going to attach the Lazy Susan to this part, and then we'll bring in the top. Again, get that measured out and centered on there. It'll help with the balance. We'll get this attached. And now bring the bottom back in, and if you've got everything lined up right, they should slide in perfectly. It takes a little bit of a jolt to get the glides all the way back together. You can see it moves in and out, so towards and away, and the top part will rotate. So you put your piece up on there and you can move it towards and away from you. I find it really helps doing rounded edges, the circles and whatnot, to be able to slowly turn while I'm working. So there you have it. Go ahead and make your own. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments.